Not only is he lying to everyone around him at this press conference, now people are worried about German taxpayers' money, about bringing German citizens back from the crises, while all the other countries are taking action. And in some cases, they're even using military planes, I'm following this by the hour, to bring them back, says Joe Wadephul to us. No, we can't do that because we also have a threat in Europe. Instead of just quickly flying over there. It's impossible to just put people on planes and fly them home because the planes would have to stay here in Europe. And as I said, you can't just handle German taxpayers' money so carelessly. If, let's say, it's sent to Brazil, for example, to save the rainforest, then that's totally fine. But picking up German citizens from Dubai, that's absolutely unacceptable. Take a look at this press conference.
And since the airspace is closed in most countries in the region, air transport is not possible.
In the video this afternoon, I showed you that there are indeed planes flying. However, what I didn't know at the time was that these were empty planes from Dubai to Munich with only 2 pilots. Lufthansa said they couldn't take anyone on board. Planes flew to France, planes flew to London. As I said, I showed it to you in that video for Germans. I'm really sorry, there are no planes there. And of course, the airspace is closed, no one can be brought back. Although there are also military planes flying there, for example, to bring back United States citizens. But that's not possible for Germans. You'll soon get an explanation for why that's not possible.
We are doing everything that is possible in the current situation, and we are exploring further options.
The only thing that would be possible now would be to send Bundeswehr planes there. But he doesn't want that. I'm not showing you that. After all, that's TUI's business. They should bring their people back. And yes, I know it. There have already been several occasions in the history of the Federal Republic of Germany where it was possible to use military planes to bring German citizens back from, for example, Malaysia, for example, during the storm, and also in other situations. It was always possible to use Bundeswehr planes to bring Germans back from crisis areas as quickly as possible. So you're not saying it, but you'll explain why it's not possible next, right? And I really have to ask myself, how much is a German taxpayer actually worth here in Germany?
In addition, we decided today to have even more specialists on site so they can provide support. That's why I decided to send crisis support teams from the Foreign Office to Muscat, Doha, and Dubai.
Anyone who now thinks they will simply fly German citizens back is mistaken, because for that, private charter planes have to be used because they can't fly with those Bundeswehr aircraft. He said, I'm not going to show all of this here. It's simply not possible for the people who fly there to just take the other people back with them on the planes. The ones back there who are in absolute panic. I mean, even here, how brainless is that?
The federal government isn't providing immediate assistance for people to leave, unlike official evacuations now being prepared in Germany. And from the Ministry of Defense, the latest statement is that the Bundeswehr can only be a last resort, which means when would it actually be the option of choice?
If it is closed, and then it is closed for everyone. We hope that it will be opened, especially via the United Arab Emirates, but so far that is not the case.
He just said a moment ago that they are being flown there now. So, for those who don't know where Dubai is where the airspace has been closed, where planes are flying to now, but they can't take the Germans back with them. And even when asked precisely, yes, when exactly is the Bundeswehr explicitly the means of choice? Yes, the airspace is closed, but only for return flights with Germans, not for outbound flights to send Bundeswehr special forces there.
We are working closely with the travel industry, which is responsible for bringing their customers back home. That this is made possible, but it's not that simple.
Yes, the gas storage facilities, that's the responsibility of the gas suppliers. And if a crisis breaks out somewhere, then it's the responsibility of the tour operators to bring these people back. So the federal government is making it very clear here. You know what? You go on vacation and suddenly a crisis breaks out. Tough luck, then just contact TUI or whoever. We really don't care how things are going for you over there. I just find that absolutely brainless, completely insane, really. What they're doing there, those are taxpayers, those are Germans who went on vacation and are now paranoid back there. And yes, I just saw it again. Planes are taking off from Dubai. Just bring the people back with the planes where you're sending the military personnel. And I don't even know why you're sending military personnel there, what that's all about anyway.
And additionally, for particularly vulnerable groups, children, the sick, pregnant women, we will also provide our own planes. That's taxpayers' money. That's basically the second best option. First and foremost, of course, the travel companies have to step in here.
When Friedrich Merz threw away millions for the Amazon, nobody cared. When we threw away billions for Ukraine, nobody asked us. When we paid for reforestation in Albania, taxpayer money was completely irrelevant. Should I continue this list? Yes, I can make it endless, like when the federal chancellery was expanded. Money was absolutely irrelevant when Bellevue Palace had to be renovated for billions. Money is completely irrelevant. But when it comes to German citizens who get paranoid, well, that's taxpayers' money, so we can only evacuate women, the sick, and children. I myself have an acquaintance whose daughter is currently in Jordan and she's panicking about getting her daughter back home. She just told me that. So, and you keep harping on, oh, that's taxpayers' money, that's just second-class treatment. Shame on you. You know what? Just be ashamed. I don't know how you see it, but that's just so mean and pathetic.
The view is that it's important for Iran to understand now that this behavior poses a significant threat not only to the region but also to Europe.
Attacks have been announced and attacks have been carried out in the United States itself. What's his name again? The one from the Office for the Protection of the Constitution, the one with the long beard, I can't remember right now, is warning that there will be terrorist attacks in Germany. And Joe Wadephul stands up and says, we have to make it clear to Iran now, this can't go on like this. Iran is now firing at 11 targets, hitting oil fields, blocking the Strait of Hormuz. They're completely out of control. And you want to talk to them. Yeah, good luck with that. Then I would say, well, dear Mr. Wadephul, take the whole bunch with you, including Pistorius and Merz. Fly straight to Tehran and talk to them. Let's see if you come back. I hope the Germans don't pay the ransom.